So what the hell is going on with the My Hero Academia live action movie? Today we're going to dive into everything from why it's taking so long for any sort of update on the film to how Netflix is secretly preparing us for it, as well as when we might be able to get some more news. Now, for those that don't know, back in 2018 we got news that Legendary was going to work on a My Hero Academia live action movie. Then in 2022 Netflix announced that they will also be working on the My Hero Academia movie alongside Legendary. They even gave us a screenwriter and director for the movie, them being Joby Harold as the scriptwriter and Shinsuke Sato as the director. We are more than halfway through 2025 and we haven't heard a word since, besides a wild leak of the potential cast that destroyed any faith I had for the film. I'm sorry, but I can't see Bruce Wayne playing a Japanese teen superhero, as well as Joby Harold being interviewed letting us know that he was still working on the live action My Hero Academia movie. So like I said earlier, what the hell is going on with the My Hero Academia live action movie? Now, there are really a few simple answers for this question. One, the movie is still being worked on and they just don't want to reveal anything just yet because it simply hasn't begun taking those next big steps in filming. Keep in mind, on the IMDb page, the movie is labeled to be in pre-production, meaning nothing has been filmed yet and everything is still being planned out on how they should go about making this movie. On top of that, Shinsuke Sato has been working on the Alice in Borderland series for Netflix, so having already been working on the series, he is going to prioritize finishing it before moving on to his next project, which I'll get into more on that later. 2, the movie was just silently cancelled and we will just have to wait for someone else to pick it up and start over, or just wait for Legendary to decide to go through with it. Movies get announced and canceled silently all the time, so this could be a possibility. And 3, this movie is in straight development hell. Personally, I feel like this shouldn't be hard, and I know that's kind of easy for me to say since I'm just here talking about it, but how hard can it really be to have a majority Asian cast and telling a story that embraces the superhero world of My Hero Academia? The story is already written out for you, just adapt the story in a way that makes sense. I'm not even the kind of person that feels My Hero Academia should be adapted one for one. They could easily go the Marvel route and just adapt certain storylines that connect to each other that will inevitably lead to the heroes taking on this giant threat together, Avengers style. I mean, the story of My Hero Academia takes place within like 2 years, so doing this in live action would be impossible. So it only makes sense to adapt the story differently from the manga, right? I do think it is important to keep in mind that the director is pretty much known for taking on a lot of live action anime adaptations and seems to be Netflix's go-to guy for these types of projects. Still, like I said, this should not be a hard thing to do, but there hasn't been a word about the movie's production since those few announcements and the very little information on who is possibly a part of the film from IMDb. And that's because Legendary and then Netflix made this huge My Hero Academia live action movie announcement way too early. The reason why? Because they want to get their hands on a connected superhero universe and franchise for themselves. Think about it. Every major company slash streaming platform has a superhero universe tied to it. Disney Plus has the MCU, HBO Max has the DCU, Amazon has The Boys and Invincible, and Netflix doesn't really have anything on that front. And while most anime fans will look at My Hero Academia as just an anime and shonen, it is still a superhero universe. But with the My Hero Academia movie announcement and having nothing to show for it, that doesn't mean Netflix isn't preparing fans for the franchise's live action debut. Despite the movie not making any moves, Netflix seemingly has been gearing up for a big announcement for the past few years. It's already been revealed by Netflix themselves that more than 50% of its users around the world watch anime, with up to at least 90% of those users watching the dubs. Netflix, these past few years, have been building up their My Hero Academia library extensively. Call me delusional, which I am, but it's getting to the point where it really does feel like they want a lot of eyes to be on the series to get people ready for whenever they do release big news about the movie. To say the least, it might still be a while before we actually hear any big news surrounding the live action My Hero Academia movie, and it's because of Shinsuke Sato and his other projects that haven't been released yet. Earlier, I mentioned his work on Alice in Borderland Season 3, which is set to release in September, but that isn't his only project that he's working on before My Hero Academia, as it's already been announced that the next Kingdom film is set to release in summer 2026, meaning that we will most likely hear more news surrounding the My Hero Academia live action movie around that time, since by then all he would be working on would be the next Kingdom movie and My Hero Academia. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm still pretty excited for the My Hero Academia live action movie, and I'm really interested in seeing where Shinsuke Sato and Joby Harold go when it comes to adapting the series. Hopefully it's good. It might be trash, but we just have to wait and see. But come on, it feels like it's been forever since we got anything on this project. Let me know your thoughts on this. Did you guys forget about the live action? Was this video a jump scare because you don't want to be reminded of it? And honestly, what would you want out of a live action My Hero Academia movie or series? Let me know everything in the comment section below. With that said, if you enjoyed the video, then be sure to Detroit smash that like button below, and don't forget to share this video with your friends. If you are new to the Kiroki channel and want to see more My Hero Academia content, then be sure to subscribe to the channel with notifications on, and remember to stay plus ultra.